on top of your head.
All right, let's go to work.
What do you plan to do if this whole dream of yours doesn't work out?
That doesn't even enter my consciousness.
I thought you said he was dead.
He was. I checked his pulse.
Locking his paper in the closet. Huh? Open the door, Smoke! I've had a few.
A few what?
A few small beers.
Hello and welcome to the Talk Film Society Awards Show Podcast Series 2025. I am your host, co-host, Marcelo Pico, Editor-in-Chief of Talk Film Society. And with me, as always, is the co-host of this show. It is Siobhan Irving. Hello, Siobhan.
What's up, Marcelo?
What is up?
Hey, dude.
It's another day. It's another morning. Another dollar. Here,
I say everything that comes to my mind. Like that,
everything.
It's good to establish that up front.
Yeah, you're Mrs. Free Association, is what they call you. This is serious now. Siobhan, put our serious faces on. Okay? It's award season 2025. All right, it's January 28th, 2026. We're knee-deep into it. Okay, a lot of things have happened in the last few days, awards show-wise. All right, forget everything else in the news. Awards. Now,
awards. That's all we care about here.
That's all we care about. That's all we really want to talk about.
Yeah.
In this first segment where we talk about who we are, first I want to say the Talk Film Society Awards voting is still happening. Go to talkfilmsociety.com/awards or /TFSAwards or /vote. All those links work. Go there, vote for the best of the year. The nominees will be announced here in a few weeks. Vote, vote, vote. All right. Now, pretty soon we'll find out who are the Talk Film Society picks, right? But we already know who the Oscars have nominated. We know who the BAFTAs have nominated. The DGAs, the WGAs, the PGAs.
Whoa. Jesus, so much gold.
So much has been happening lately. In this first segment, where we discuss who we are, Siobhan, what's the state of the race?
I gotta tell you, it's heating up, Marcelo. So you mentioned it, right?
Yeah.
Just in this last week alone, since we're as of this recording, or maybe a little over a week, probably week and a half, I don't know, 2 weeks. We've had the Oscar nominations, and then just the night before we're recording this, we get the frickin' BAFTA nominations.
Yeah.
Or maybe that's a few days. I don't remember. Time is a meaningless prospect. And then the WGAs were also in this last time. So, like, there's so much happening in the awards. And it's so awesome.
Yeah. That's what we want to say. It's awesome.
It's so sick.
Yeah. So that's who we are. And now,
That's who we are.
The news. Siobhan, do you think 2026 is going to be a golden year for horror?
I think in 2026 we are definitely going here. This is my prediction. Sinners will win at least one Oscar.
Whoa!
So I think that some gold. I know. I'm 100% sure that gold will be given to horror, and will it deserve it? Probably. And will it be gold that the horror needs? I think so. And will it be horror that the gold wanted? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, exactly.
So, look, will 2026 be a gold of some sort for horror? Of course.
Yeah.
Now, but you know, time will tell in other ways if gold will be good for horror.
Yeah. Now,
2026.
we are prognosticators. If this is your first time listening to this, we will pick who's going to win the awards in every single category this season. This episode,
we want you to
bet heavy.
Bet heavy on all of our picks. Like here, I just gave you one. Sinners for one.
Sinners for one.
At least.
Yeah. Open up your Polymarket, your DraftKings.
Yeah. Just like, will Sinners win at least one? Yes.
Yes. Bet your house on it. Now, this episode, we're going to talk about our favorites in screenplay, both original and adapted. And we're going to pick at the end of the episode, because we're going to make you wait, listeners. We're going to pick who's going to win the Oscar for those two categories, those two awards. Best original screenplay, best adapted screenplay. That's this week's episode. So, the Writers Guild of America Awards nominees. Siobhan, have you looked at these nominees? Do you know
Writers
who
Guild?
got nominated?
No, I did not see the WGAs. I just saw that they happened. I was surprised to hear they happened.
Yeah, they were announced just yesterday. Yeah, on the 27th. So, best documentary screenplay. There were 3 of them. 2,000 Meters to Adrenikva, Becoming Led Zeppelin, and White with Fear. Okay? Those are the documentary nominees. Now for the best adapted screenplay nominees. WGA, yeah.
They do documentary writing, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, in this era, right? Of fake news.
Where everything is so manufactured and phony.
So now, best adapted screenplay. Begonia, Frankenstein, Hamnet, One Battle After Another, and Train Dreams. I mean, that's... you were saying last episode, Siobhan, a lot of the same movies mentioned over and over this award season, especially at the Oscars, right? So, nothing new there. Now, best original screenplay at the WGA Awards. The nominees are Black Bag, If I Had Legs I'd Kick You, Marty Supreme, Sinners, and Weapons.
All right. You know what? That's good.
Yeah?
That's good. Right there. That's good.
Yeah, that is a good list. Now, I'll also say about the WGAs, a lot of movies that are in the running for the big awards, not a lot, but a few notable films. I don't know the names of these films, but they're not eligible for the WGAs because the writers of those movies are not in the WGA. So that's why maybe a Black Bag jumps in here. That's maybe why Weapons has had a bigger shot of getting in here and got in here. So those are the WGAs. Siobhan, your thoughts?
I really like that original screenplay list. I think that's good. I wish the Oscars, had some more of that.
Yeah, had some balls.
About Black Bag got nothing at the Oscars. The other two, Weapons and If I Had Legs, at least they got one nominee at the big awards. But they didn't get writing. They didn't get anything else. So it's just nice to hear those names again.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
to recognize different movies.
Yeah, for once in their lives. Now let's quickly go to the BAFTAs. How about that?
Let's quit check in with the Brits.
These old Brit holes. Now look. Overall, One Battle After Another received the most nominations with 14. And Sinners and Hamnet. Let's see. Sorry, 16 nominations. This Wikipedia is 16? Not right. Hold on. It says here most nominations for One Battle After Another up top 14, but then but in the paragraph it says One Battle led the long list with 16 nominations. Sorry. So for sure One Battle After Another has 14 nominations. I don't know how many Sinners has or Hamnet has.
I saw they nominated Chase Infinity, which the Oscars didn't do.
Yes. So best film, I'll quickly go through these so fast. Please. Hamnet, Marty Supreme, One Battle, Sentimental Value, and Sinners. Okay? Yeah, sure.
Great.
For director, Paul Thomas Anderson, Ryan Coogler, Yorgos Lanthimos, Josh Safdie, Joachim Trier, and Chloe Zhao. Okay, sure, great. Yeah, great. Now, yes, in lead actress, we had. Why don't I see it? Here it is. Jessie Buckley, Rose Byrne, Kate Hudson, Chase Infinity, Renette Rennesve, and Emma Stone. The thing is, they nominated 6 instead of 5. So, I mean, they still had Kate Hudson in there, but of course they also nominated Chase Infinity, like you said, Siobhan. So.
Right. Yeah, they just had an extra slot.
Yeah,
but that makes sense. That's the Hudson slot. We can't get mad about it. We wouldn't get mad about it in that circumstance.
And I think that's why they nominated 6 this year, just for Hudson, for the Hudson slot. And Jesse Plemons got in Best Actor. Paul Mescal got in Best Supporting Actor. Let's see. Odessa Zion got in for Marty Supreme. So certain names that kind of got, pushed aside or snubbed or flubbed at the Oscars, they got in for the BAFTAs.
That's why we have so many awards shows.
Yeah.
And we have the Golden Globes, like the ones that are worth a lot, the Golden Globes, the actors, the Oscars, and the BAFTAs, and then, like the critics or whatever. Like, it's nice, like, if they're not going to get the big one, like, they can get something,
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see, like,
the third biggest one. Like, that's cool, too.
Like, I want to see Chase Infinity up there on stage accepting an award this season.
Odessa Ozion, BAFTA nominee. Like she can say that, and like, what, you're going to take that away from her?
Bobby Hill's mom.
BAFTA nominee? You're going to spit on that?
I meant Bobby Hill's daughter.
Hill?
Bobby Hill.
Sure.
Odessa Ozion is the daughter of Pamela Adlon, voice of Bobby Hill. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Yeah. And
little nepo baby, huh?
There's a what do the kids call it? Like a cut, like where it's the things are cut together. It's like a montage with music over it. An edit. Okay. One of those with cross-cutting Zion and I Love LA clips with Bobby Hill clips. And the voices are very similar. It's a very funny video. I suggest anybody who wants to see that, go search for it. And those are the BAFTAs.
Much, but she was in Until Dawn last year.
That's right. Dawn, so, was she? Who was she in Until Dawn? A movie I saw.
She was the one that looked like Odessa Zion.
Interesting. Okay, that's good to know.
She's the one that had like the big hair. I don't know.
But she wasn't the lead, was she?
Maybe.
Was she?
God,
the lead?
I don't know. I haven't seen that movie for a year, so I don't know.
Okay, let's click on this. Let's see. Oh, she was in Hell. Hold on, she was in Hellraiser 2022. She was the lead. She was
in Hellraiser. Yeah, she's definitely the lead in Hellraiser, I think.
Oh, I liked her in that movie.
Yeah, I did too. I remember having the same realization myself like a week ago when I was trying to figure out who she was.
Okay, she's not the lead in Until Dawn, so I'm assuming she's one of the people who gets killed, right? Yeah.
The friends.
The friends. She wasn't Peter Stormare. I know that.
Definitely not.
Yeah. When is he going to get his Oscar?
Peter Stormare? Come on. Has he had even a nomination? Yeah, look that up too.
I don't think so. I'm going to look this up.
Doubt it. Very doubtful, but this man.
Okay. Usually for prestige actors, I say prestige, I only mean those who've been nominated for any awards, right? Usually there's an accolades section on Wikipedia. Peter Stormare does not have an accolades
that's
section.
fucked. That's fucked.
Yeah. He should. He definitely should. I mean,
a Game Awards nomination at least.
Video games, yeah. So I don't see any awards next to his filmography or gameography or discography. That's a shame. So Peter Stormare, the Talk Film Society usually does honorary awards. So maybe this year we'll introduce the Peter Stormare Award, and we'll award it to Odessa Zion. And that's the news. Oh, was there anything else you wanted to say about the BAFTAs or the WGAs, Siobhan?
No.
Who do you think will win?
The best British film, like that.
Oh, you know what? Yeah. Let's pull that up.
That's worth looking at.
Yeah, it's worth talking about. Okay, best British film. Outstanding British film. The nominees are 28 Years Later, The Ballad of Wallace Island, Bridget Jones, Mad About the Boy, Die My Love, H is for Hawk, Hamnet, I Swear, Mr. Burton, Pillion, and Steve.
There's so many nominations. Steve?
Yeah, Steve got nominated.
Wow. Okay. Cool.
Now, 3 of those movies I have not heard of, and I don't know if they've ever got released here in the U.S., but a few of those movies are actually very good and well deserving of any awards nomination. So,
Yeah. We got like Bridget Jones. Like, that's just kind of funny, but I like it. Like, that a movie like that, because I mean, it's so specific. Like, just has to be made in Britain that year. Like,
and also it was released in Britain in theaters and got a Peacock streaming release here in the U.S. So
yeah, come on,
get the fuck out of here. U.S. Peacock bullshit. 28 years later, that's great to see. Die My Love, a movie I loved last year. That's in here. And yeah, I don't know what I Swear is. I don't know what Mr. Burton is. I don't know what H is for Hawk is, but congrats to them too. Why not? And I think Die My Love featuring in here gives me some points on my Vulture league, which I'm doing pretty well at right now. So
you're in the top 3.
In the Talk Film Society Vulture League in our team, whatever you want to call it, yes, I'm 3rd, which is great. The highest I've been so far. And if I end up just being 3rd and like I get pushed back and I don't win, that's fine. I made one mistake, I think, is not picking on my team a movie that would win box office money. So if I may, I don't know what I would have traded what for, but also I blame the Academy for not recognizing the greatness that is Sorry Baby, which was on my list, which I picked, 1, because I knew it was going to be a contender, and 2, because I love that movie. So I blame the Academy for my Vulture team not winning the Talk Film Society League. So anyway, Siobhan, any thoughts?
You're doing great.
Who's going to win the Best Picture Oscar?
Hamnet.
You think Hamnet's going to win?
I have no reason to think it won't.
Okay, all right. It's been recorded. If it does win, we can go back, replay this.
Not
clip.
changing my answers. Hey, look, I said it at the beginning. I'll keep saying it. There's no reason it won't.
There's a good chance it might. It has like a 30% chance. I think at this point.
Yeah. Right now it's probably a 3-way race.
Yeah.
And then
Okay. I'm gonna stick with what I said. I think is what I said is one battle after another. I think that was mine. Yeah.
We'll have one of the other 3.
Yeah.
And,
or
we have
Sinners.
a 3rd person on here. They're probably on Sinners.
They pick Sinners. Yeah. You, the listener. You might be saying, you know what, I think Sinner's going to win. Yeah, okay. You can think that. That's fine.
Yeah. Very likely.
Yeah, congrats on being normal. All right, that's the news. Now, what is it that we've been watching over there, over here, over there? That's this segment.
Okay.
All right, there's only one way to figure out who's going to go first in talking about what we've watched recently.
There's only one way to figure out who talks first about what we've watched recently, and that is to flip this Pittsburgh Penguins hockey puck that I have over here.
Yeah.
I'm going to flip it heads or tails. Marcelo, I guess go ahead and call it.
I'm going to go heads this time.
Marcelo, it is tails. The Sonic's best friend.
Sonic's friend.
You betrayed him, and he betrayed you.
Damn.
I guess I win, but what I win is the opportunity to decide if I go first or second. I want to go second.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's fair. Now let me get my list up and going. So I want to talk about 2 films. One is a movie I just saw last night called Urchin. Directed by Harris Dickinson. Harris Dickinson, the star of, co-star of The Iron Claw, Baby Girl, The Triangle of Sadness, Where the Crawdads Sing. I've seen those movies. See How They Run. Maleficent. He's in Maleficent, Mistress of Evil. Okay? An actor who is very good, and now he's like, oh, I'm going to direct. He directs. He does not star in the movie, which I think is always interesting when an actor decides to direct and does not direct himself. This movie is a good movie. Almost great movie, in my opinion. Definitely one of the best of the year. I'm glad I got to see it. Of the year 2025. It's about a unhoused man in London who, in the synopsis, it says, is trapped in a cycle of self-destruction as he attempts to turn his life around. Incredible film, and the lead, Frank Delaney, I believe that's his name. Incredible because you never know where this guy's gonna go. Like, you think he's going to go one way, and it's like, okay, maybe we're going to get a happy ending here. Like, maybe he makes the right choices. And then because of whatever, like, it's like his past, or like he's having a rough day, like something just sparks something in him, and then he just turns a corner and things break bad. It's not like a high tension movie, but it's one that kept me on the edge of my seat. Because, like, yeah, I kept thinking, maybe this is going to go well. And then, spoiler alert, sometimes it does not go well, and sometimes it's just hard to watch. So, well directed, feels very voyeuristic at times, like, sort of like a Man on the Street sort of vibe in the beginning. But then it gets, like, very personal throughout, like, wonderfully directed, I think, by Dickinson. So, Urchin, good movie. The other movie I saw recently, and I want to open up my mini segment in here of the segment's called "Hey, if I saw this." Back when we recorded these episodes, when we talked about our favorites of the year in this category, this movie would have been on that list. This week's movie is The Testament of Anne Lee. I think I mentioned I watched it last episode, but I'm going to fully get into it here now. The Testament of Anne Lee, from the creators of The Brutalists, and directed by Mona Fastvold, written by Mona Fastvold and Brady Corbett. Brady Corbett. Why can't I talk? It's 8 a.m. in the morning. It's not 9 a.m. Mr. Brady Corbett, co-star of 24, season 5. I've seen this movie now twice. Second watch has affirmed it as definitely one of my favorites of the year. Maybe top 10. We'll see. Beautifully shot. The music's amazing. Amanda Seyfried is just one of the best performances of the year. Brutal. Hey. Tough watch. Talks about how freedom of religion, freedom of expression, voicing your opinion against like a fascist regime will get you beaten, and the hope will be stricken from your body, and you'll be left with nothing. So not an uplifting movie, but an amazing film, an important film. I think almost as amazing to me as like The Brutalists last year. But yeah, the lists it would have featured on if I'd seen this earlier. One, editing. Incredible editing, especially during one sequence where it's a musical number, because the movie is about the Shaker religion, which is a take on the Quakers. And in that religion, they are ones to sing and dance. And I think this movie, yes, takes liberties with how exactly they sing and dance. Like, they're like singing like they're in a musical in this movie. I don't imagine the Shakers back then did that, right? But here, yes, it's a movie. So in one sequence, it's cutting between like three musical numbers, like all singing the same song, but like photographed at different times. So that is beautifully edited together. It cuts through like 40 years in Anne Lee's life. So all that's beautifully cut together. It's a well-paced movie. Editing, yes. Cinematography, it looks amazing. So that would have been on my list for cinematography. And there was one more. Costumes. Yes. The outfit of Ann Lee and the outfit of everybody in this community, period accurate, but also filled with character, like I've said before when talking about costumes. But yeah, overall, incredible. I will talk about this movie more as the series continues. One of my favorites of the year. And Siobhan, that is all that I've been watching over there.
Very cool.
Over yonder.
I'm excited to see that Testament.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see that. I think Amanda Seyfried, she's a great actor.
She is, yeah.
How's Sydney? How's Sydney? Is she in that?
How's who?
No, they're in another movie together.
Oh, Sydney
They're
Sweeney.
in the Housemaids or something.
Which I did see, and I did not talk about it on the show.
Thank good.
You know what? It's trash. It's a trashy movie. It is what it is.
$400 million at the box office.
Yeah. And they're making a sequel, which I'm excited about because I'm all for more of this. And I was smiling by the end of the movie. So that's The Housemaid. Not a movie that will feature on any one of my lists this season.
Not this season because it came out in 2026, right?
No, it did come out 2025 in December.
Oh no. Oh,
Yeah.
That's so rough to hear.
Yeah, it is rough. So sorry. Yeah. But that's
Sorry,
what I've
Mr.
been watching.
Feig.
Siobhan, what about you?
I want to mention this movie. It came out last year, 2025. It's starring Crispin Glover, called Mr. K. It's an odd little movie. It's kind of like the perfect idea for a Crispin Glover movie, I think. Where he plays like a kind of shitty traveling magician who checks in at like a giant old hotel, and then the next day when he tries to leave, he can't find the way out, and the hallways that kind of don't make sense, and then the place is just full of wacky characters, and the place just kind of operates on its own rules, and he just gets pushed around from place to place to place, meeting aristocrats and marching bands, and he becomes a chef in a kitchen that only makes egg dishes and has like 60 workers. Yes. Hey, this would have been on a list. This would have been on production design.
Hey.
This would have featured on that list because that hotel is fantastic. It's easily the most fun part of the movie. The most interesting thing about with the movie is like watching the hotel as it changes throughout the film and the different parts of it you get to see, and how our relationship with it changes as well. It kind of takes on new meaning. It's an interesting film. It's a little too serious. Like it could have done with a little more like jokes. And then Crispin Glover, I think it's perfect for him. Like this is the ideal Crispin Glover movie in my mind, but he doesn't get to really do much. He's too straight-faced of a guy, even when he's like, he has all the reason to be exploding and being crazy. He's just not doing it. There's no like huge monologue. This thing I've been waiting, like there's just nothing like that, which was it was disappointing. But like it's solid. No, I probably would have considered it for VFX as well. There are some pretty incredible shots in here actually. And it's a movie that I think is worth seeing, even if I'm pretty uneven about it. Like if I gave you 1,000 guesses at guessing where this goes, I don't think you'd get there. You know what? Here, Marcelo, I'm going to give you 1,000 guesses.
Okay,
go ahead.
Does he eat his own butt?
Oh my God, you got it.
Oh,
All
shoot.
right, well,
Okay.
might need to cut that for spoilers. Marcelo actually did guess it. But anyway, that's Mr. K. I recommend it to people out there. Okay, moving on. Wake Up Dead Man. I had a good time. I think every time I watch one of these, I'm like, hey, yeah, fun. And then I kind of move on. And so I'm moving on. Another, hey, if I saw this when we recorded these categories, it would have been in that category. Predator Badlands. I talked about it a little bit last episode, but I forgot to mention Elle Fanning. I want to put her in my supporting actors list for this movie. I've yet to see Sentimental Value.
No.
But I will be putting her at number 5 on my my
Predator list.
on my supporting actors list.
It's a different list from what we're doing. The Predator list.
Which, coincidentally, putting her at number 5 pushes down Kirsten Dunst and also pushes Emma Stone in Eddington off of the top 10 entirely.
Whoa.
Now, Kirsten Dunst and Emma Stone, what do they have in common? I don't know, Marcelo. Do you know?
Dunst and Stone. They were both Mary Jane.
Stones and Bones and Plemons in Begonia.
No.
It's
They were
right.
both,
That's what they have in common.
No. Stone was not Mary Jane Watson. Stone was who was it? Betty Draper? No. Hold on.
Oh yeah, they do have that connection, don't they? She played
Amazing
Betty Draper.
Spider-Man. No, hold on. I'm gonna look this up. Amazing Spider-Man. Give me a second.
You're gonna look it. I can tell you. You're gonna look it up.
Hold on. Amazing Spider-Man 2.
To see that she played Gwen Stacy.
Gwen Stacy. She's Gwen Stacy.
Yeah, I actually didn't even think about that. They have 2 different connections.
They
3.
both kissed Spider-Man.
They both kissed Spider-Man, and one of them kissed Jesse Plemons, and the other one acted with Jesse Plemons.
Oh, wait. Yeah. I'm trying to think if Stone has ever kissed Jesse Plemons.
Did they kiss in that last one in the Kinds of Kindness?
That's what I'm trying to remember. I don't think they did. You know what?
The 2 women that would have kissed Jesse Plemons and Spider-Man.
I gotta see Kinds of Kindness again, just to see if they kiss.
We got to figure that out. But anyway, I watched Begonia.
I'm gonna type in Emma Stone
Jesus
kissing
Christ,
Jesse
you don't care,
Plemons.
do you? Whatever. I hated Begonia. Like
You hated
it's obvious,
Begonia?
right?
Come on.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, right. Like I hate. It's everything that I know a Yorgos Lanthimos film to be, and why I dislike him. It's cynical and unfunny and cruel and try hard, edgy bullshit. I don't know what he wants. He's like a Von Trier light, where his movies like feel terrible to watch, but I never feel like they're worthwhile in the end. They never leave me with anything to think about, like a Von Trier movie. I'm just upset that I watched the fucking movie. I'm just mad. He's Lars von Trier, but he's quirky rando, ain't I a stinker? That's what I think of this motherfucker, and he has proved that for me every single goddamn movie I've seen. So I gotta hate him so much. Best Picture nominee, Begonia.
Fool me 3 times or 4 times.
Yeah, 4. I think.
I think 4 times. You just not. The Favorite, no.
Nope.
Poor Things, no. Begonia, no. Was there something I'm missing?
Killing the Sacred Deer, no.
No, a movie. I think that's my favorite of his. Is Sacred Deer. Have you seen Dogtooth?
I've not seen Dogtooth.
At this point, if none of these,
at this point, I have no reason not to keep going. Like I've seen almost all his movies.
you just want to make sure.
At least I can be absolutely clear in my reasoning.
Yeah, just to reaffirm this, you don't like any Yorgos you've seen. Lobster.
No, I haven't seen that.
Okay, maybe you should see The Lobster just to cross it off the list.
Yeah, that one seems crazy.
Yeah.
Like the people that turn into freaking animals. Like, Jesus. What the hell?
I like him. I like him. Okay, so this was no surprise. I don't know if I mentioned this on the episode, but I'm pretty sure I did think it. I thought to myself, yeah, there's no way Siobhan's gonna like Begonia. There's no way.
You were correct. No, yeah, I think you did say that, and you were correct.
Yeah. So, okay. Anything else?
Yeah, I watched Train Dreams. I did love it. I don't know. We'll talk about it later, actually.
Okay. Yeah.
And look, I watched 2 Oscar-nominated movies that I found out I had access to. They're both on Netflix. In those categories I usually don't care about. I finally let my hand down and I said, "Here, I'll watch you."
Yeah.
I went down to the best documentary category and I watched The Perfect Neighbor.
Hey.
Which it chronicles like a year of like bullshit 911 calls made by some old white bitch who would like call the cops any reason she had on the mostly black kids in her neighborhood and like make up lies about them. And then she was like hated by everybody that lived there, and the cops had to come a staggering amount of times over a long period of time, and ultimately that woman ended up shooting and killing the mother of one of those kids.
Jesus.
And that's not a spoiler. That happened. They tell you that right away. The movie's the most interesting thing about the movie is that it's told almost entirely through body cam and dash cam footage from like the police visits. And like every time the cops show up, they always they get in, they know this lady sucks, but they never do anything. They're just kind of like, all right, well, back to it, everybody. And I don't know, I just felt like you're tricked into watching like a slightly better than standard true crime doc. It's not really worth much. It doesn't like interrogate those failures of the police, the things that led up to the tragedy enough. Like, how many calls did she make and she was never even like warned by the cops to stop wasting their time or charged with wasting their time, which she can be and should have been. Like, she was just like kind of a powder keg left to blow. Anyway, it's not that interesting, the movie, but it is a best documentary nominee.
Wow.
And then there's the best documentary short nominee, which is a lot better, I think. I don't want to ruin it for you in case you go to the shorts thing or whatever, but I'll say the basic premise. It follows Steve Hartman, a CBS News reporter, and his photographer, who have spent the last 7 years he is personally building a news story on his own time on the empty rooms empty bedrooms left behind by children who were killed in school shootings.
Jesus.
And this mini doc, it chronicles like the last 3 bedrooms that he captures for the project. And it's devastating. Like it's tough. And I don't know. Somebody been dealing with the death of a loved one. Like I get it. You do feel connections to them in those rooms. Like you don't want to disturb anything.
Now, I have a question.
Yeah.
Now, documentaries being nominated for the Oscar, why aren't any of them like best ice cream?
Right.
Or here's the best hugger. Or
there's no fluff pieces. There's no
or a 2-hour documentary about here's like the best grandma who gives the best kisses on the cheek.
Right. Something wholesome, yeah, in the best documentary field. It just doesn't seem to happen, does it?
Well, we did a few years ago have one where an octopus was betting on things, right?
What?
What am I thinking of?
Betting shells? Like, what are you talking about?
My octopus teacher, and it won best documentary at the Academy Awards. Remember that?
Okay, so they're craving it. They want something fun, but they just refuse to nominate them.
I was confusing this My Octopus Teacher documentary, which I never saw, and it looks like fluff. It looks like bad. With that octopus who picks who wins the Super Bowl. Anyway, that's my point. Siobhan, continue.
That's all. Those are the two that are on Netflix that are like full, but they also that I hadn't seen. They will be having another short. One of the live action shorts, narrative shorts. The Singers. Netflix acquired it, but they haven't put it out yet.
Sweet ass time.
I will definitely see that one. And there's my little Oscars corner. I watched some Oscars movies.
Nice. Good job. Love it. Now we can move on, right?
I'd say so.
Okay. What I was setting you up. You don't have any Lord of the Rings type game to do?
Not. Oh.
No.
Not this week. No.
Not this week. Okay, this week
Taking a week off.
Take a week
from the
off.
Shire.
Yeah. What do they do in their free time? The hobbits.
Eat. They be merry. It seems like that's all they are. This is like peaceful, happy, fat little fuckers. Like they seem to have a great life.
Yeah.
Honestly,
they don't have to worry about war until the war comes to them.
Until the war comes to them. Yes.
Yeah.
But then all they do is send one guy.
Yeah.
And like whatever. And go. Hey kid, take the ring and go.
Wouldn't that be great if we just sent one guy
to fight the war? Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Bad for him, but like, I don't know, there's a good chance he likes it. Frodo's, I don't know, he feels a sense of duty, does he not?
Yeah, Frodo loved it.
He loved it. Everything he went through.
And in the last 20 minutes of Return of the King, he turns to the camera and goes, "I do it again."
I do it all again.
No, he looks right into the camera and goes, "Can I have another go?"
Oh, Sam, what a journey. I wish we could do it all again.
Yeah.
Nothing I would change.
Mm-hmm. You know what? I wouldn't change hosting this show with you, Siobhan. And also...
Good night, folks.
And also picking our favorites of the year when it comes to...
Right.
The screenplays.
The screenplays.
Original, adapted. Here we go. Siobhan, how do we do this? We have 5 picks each. We have 2 categories. There are 2 of us. There's no way we can figure this out on our own.
There's absolutely no way we could not do this without some intermediary object.
Yeah.
Like this hockey puck that we are going to go to for the second time this episode. We're going to use the hockey puck. Let's just say adapted is on heads and tails has original. Okay, I'm going to flip it.
Flip it.
Tails. We're doing original first.
Original first.
That is interesting.
Very interesting.
Now, we're going to do...
There's no way to figure out who's going to go first.
There's just no way, unless we had some weird little object that we could flip.
Yeah.
Circular as well. Kind of like a coin. I'm going to go to the hockey puck for a third time. Marcelo, what do you want? Heads or tails? Come on, call it again. This time, call it good.
This time...
We've got 2 tails this episode.
This time I got to go with Sonic's friend. I got to go
going to trust Sonic's friend this time.
Yeah.
I want you to win this one, so we'll see.
Yeah.
He didn't like what you did to him that first round. He really didn't.
Oh no.
And yeah. Sorry, man.
Okay.
But he decided to give it to me. and it landed on heads, if that's not clear. So I win, and I get to choose if I want to go first or second. I don't want to end up ending this, so I'm going to go second.
Okay.
Again.
And I will go first. We're doing original screenplay first, right?
That's correct.
That's correct. Okay.
As the puck is decided.
Yeah. Pulling up my list.
Praise be the puck.
Here we go. Okay. I really should have done some of this legwork before, but it's fine. Now, I have a few honorable mentions. A few movies I want to talk about. One of them, you know what? I'll knock these two out. 2 Richard Kelly films. One I think is original, and the other one I'm pretty sure is original. If I'm wrong, who cares? Because they're my honorable mentions, but so they don't.
What? The box is not original.
Wait, what? The box is not original?
You said 2 Richard Kelly films.
Oh, I'm sorry, Richard Linklater.
Okay. Jesus. I mean, you got my ears perked up. Of course I heard it.
Yeah, I'm breaking it here on the show. Richard Kelly managed to ghostwrite a few screenplays this year. No, Richard Linklater. Thank you, Siobhan. I mean, if I were to choose between 2 Richards, Richard Linklater, Richard Kelly, who would I pick? It'd be hard. I'd go Linklater. Okay. 2 Linklater films, Nouvelle Vague and Blue Moon. Both great films based on real stories, real people. I'm not 100% sure if Nouvelle Vague is original. I'm pretty sure Blue Moon is, but I'll just shout them out saying they almost made my list. Blue Moon especially, such a great, sharp script. Wonderful performance by Ethan Hawke, which I might talk about in a future episode. Nouvelle Vague, I've been talking about. It's a feel for the real. And maybe it's a bit too fantastical at times. Maybe it's too much like French New Wave Avengers, like with French New Wave directors coming into the story. I don't know. I loved it though. So honorable mentions, those 2. Also want to mention Presence. I want to mention Cloud. And that's it. So my top 5. Number 5. Mr. J. Kelly himself. J. Kelly. The script by Noah Baumbach and Emily Mortimer. I've loved this movie since I saw it a few months ago. It's been hovering near, or at one point it was my number 1 film of the year. It's funny like a Baumbach movie. That's important. I laughed many times throughout this movie. It's also heartfelt. It takes a few turns, which I didn't expect. Some of which, it's like, oh, it's this kind of movie. You expect like the loneliness, the father-daughter relationship struggle, yada yada yada. I don't know, but it didn't feel too rot. It didn't feel too like we've been here before. Had a nice twist to it, as all Baumbach films do for me. So that's J. Kelly, written by Baumbach and Emily Mortimer. That's number 5. And number 4, a movie I've been praising for months, actually for about a year now, since I saw it at Sundance last year. Ava. It's Ava, right, Siobhan? Ava Victor. Ava Victor's directorial debut. Sorry, Baby. Written by them. It's stuck with me. A small film, very well shot, well acted. Ava Victor is the lead. Feels like an also personal film. But who knows how much of this is based on real life. It just feels that way. It feels personal. It feels like there's a lot going on in a simple story like this. That's thanks to the script. That really just it doesn't veer away from like the hardship that these characters go through, but it's also smart in what it doesn't show, which I fully appreciate. So, yeah, wonderful script by Ava Victor. That's my number 4. My number 3. Oh boy, I mentioned this one already on a few lists, but as we get to the big ones, the big categories, I might talk about this movie more and more. The Shrouds by David Cronenberg. I've seen this compared to The Fabelmans by Steven Spielberg, and how personal this movie is to Cronenberg, and how personal that movie was to Spielberg. Cronenberg, in real life, lost his partner a few years ago, and in this movie, his lead actor is kind of doing a David Cronenberg, not necessarily impression, but he kind of looks like Cronenberg. He's got the mannerisms. It's not the first time Cronenberg has done this, like putting like a lead actor in his film that kind of has like his vibe. But here it just feels more connected to the director, in that in this film, Vincent Cassel, his character, is dealing with his wife's death and using technology to trying to bridge the gap between life and death and remembering her. Again, feels all too real for Cronenberg to talk about like that. His personal experience in his film. But yeah, I love it. I love this movie. And of course, like, it veers into strange, weird directions, reminding me of maybe my favorite Cronenberg film, Crash, at times. It's by the end, it just goes really out there, and I love it. So Cronenberg and his script for The Shrouds is my number 3. For original screenplay, number 2. Original screenplay, written by Mary Bronstein. If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You, starring Rose Byrne. Yeah, no, this is... I'm all about lead performances that are led by women lead performances. And Rose Byrne's performance in this, it will end up on my list of best lead performances of the year later on when we talk about that. Where will it be on my list? Who knows? Maybe number 1. Yeah. But yeah, it much like Uncut Gems, which the team behind this also did some work on Uncut Gems, so it has sort of the Uncut Gems vibe, but this is more laser focused on motherhood and dealing with not only a child who has an illness that is just hard to wrap your head around, but also dealing with all of a sudden a bathtub bursts through the ceiling and destroys her house, and now you have to live in a hotel, and you've got your own life struggles and being a therapist and having Conan O'Brien be your therapist. And it's an odd movie. It's also very weird at times. It takes odd turns. It has unusual visuals, and it's all about motherhood. So it does a lot. Again, it's mostly because of what Rose Byrne does in this movie. That's one big reason why I love this script. But everybody else around her is incredible too. Conan O'Brien, A$AP Rocky, etc., etc. Christian Slater shows up too. Wonderful script. And I love how it ends. To me, it's like a perfect ending for this type of movie. So If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. That's my number 2 of the year. My number 1... I'm just gonna repeat myself now. Because again, I'm saying number 1, Sinners. Original screenplay of the year, Sinners. Yes, he's taking a lot from genre tropes, vampire films, people stuck in one location films, like pulling from like The Thing, and like what's oh my gosh, I'm blanking. The one I love from the 90s, Tales from the Crypt presents
The Thing 2.
Why am I blank? The Thing.
Damon Knight.
Demon Knight. Thank you, Siobhan. So when you have a movie pulling from The Thing and Demon Knight, and you make that movie like your own original, like movie with your own personal themes about having your own voice in a society where there are outside forces who want to steal your voice and use them for their own purposes, that's incredible to me. When you can balance being a horror movie, making that work, with also being a movie about your personal feelings about the system you're in. That's Sinners for me. And it's a movie I want to keep rewatching. It's a movie I adore, and I hope that it wins so many awards. And I'm sure it will. According to Siobhan, it will win at least one award. So Sinners is my favorite original screenplay of the year. Siobhan, that's my list.
Hey, perhaps it'll win Best Original Screenplay. Maybe that's its award.
We'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it. A good list, Marcelo. Thank you very much for that.
You're welcome. Siobhan, I really want to hear what you have to say.
You do? Okay.
I do.
How about I give you a couple honorable mentions? Presence and Cloud. You said those as well, and I'm going to say them too.
Good.
And also Roofman.
Yes, yeah.
I want to shout out Roofman. Derek C. in France. Glad to see you. You're back at it, buddy boy. Number 5. Sorry Baby, written by Ava Victor. I'm with you, Marcelo. Number 5 slot. Or you might have a 4. I don't remember. Did you have a 4?
4.
You had a 4. Yeah. I'm a little lower than you. I guess I don't love Sorry Baby enough. Like, it's kind
just
of
like the Academy.
It's we can all agree it's a ridiculous premise. It's laughable, but it's taken so seriously that you just sort of start to believe it. There's some really great emotional truths in there, and I do think it was a beautifully written movie. Number 4, Bring Her Back, written by Danny Philippou and Bill Hinsman. It's themes of grief and abuse, and the complex intersection at which those two emotions meet when they have to is again really complex, hard to nail down even in your head, let alone voice them, and it really connected well with me. It felt very truthful, and impressive, even more so the more I'm saying it out loud like that. But and then it also just succeeds as being like a really creepy, well-paced horror film. Bring Her Back, number 4. Number 3, written by Zach Kreger, Weapons. Dense and ambitious, and yet ultimately just a horror story about a witch. It's funny and creepy and fun and dramatic. It contains so many multitudes. It feels like a movie that would never get made, but it did. It's really amazing. It does a little bit. I was thinking about this. It sort of falls into my Southland Tales or Under the Silver Lake, like sophomore features from indie darlings that go insane thing. Just a little bit. Like it's less insane than that, but it is still insane. Like it's a big swing. Zach Kreger just keeps doing great work, and I want to read his. I can't wait to hear his beautiful prose on the screen once again in Resident Evil. Number 2, Sinners, written by Ryan Coogler. Here, Marcelo, I just want to send you. Should have done this beforehand, but I forgot about it.
Yeah.
Here, I'm just going to send you a line here to read for me. We're going to just do a little line reading. If you would indulge me.
Did you send this via Discord?
Discord DM here. I will send it in 1 second here.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So I'm gonna do the first line, then you do your line, then my line, then your line. Okay.
Okay. So wait, I read this first line?
No, I'm first.
Okay.
You know I waited for you.
Shit, I don't know how the hell you're gonna do that.
Because you told me you love me.
Well, I told you to stay the fuck away from me, but I guess you didn't hear that part, huh?
I heard you. I heard you loud and clear. But then you stuck your tongue in my coos and fucked me so hard I figured you'd change your mind. Like, goddamn, that's
and scene.
It's just incredible. Incredible writing. Incredible. And everything he said. Look, I can't say it better than you, so I gotta make a joke. Incredible. It's so funny. It's a funny fucking movie too. It's so good. The little interstitial the interactions, they feel right. Like it's just great writing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree.
My number one.
I'm on the edge of my seat. I don't know what this is.
How could you? Written by Nora Garrett. It is Luca Guadagnino's After the Hunt.
Wow. After the Hunt.
I found out this was a Blacklist script from a couple of years ago that he just kind of picked up. And it's tough to approach these subjects at all, let alone, touching the lion this much and having it come off this well. Like, no film this year left me pondering nearly as much as this did. I still don't know how I feel about how complex this situation is and how I can connect it to so many real life situations like it. Like, what happened? Does it matter? Who's wrong? Does it matter? Did he do it? Does it matter? Does anybody actually care? Does that matter? It's a very morally gray film. It's very nuanced and about a subject that is easy to lose your head over. And I just think it does such a great job towing the line, asking those questions, and like bringing out. I think it does add new perspectives to those questions to consider. Doing it very deftly and in a way where everybody hasn't been screaming all year about having to cancel fucking Julia Roberts or whatever, Like, it's amazing. After the Hunt, Luca Guadagnino, written by Nora Garrett.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Taking it back in a good way by your list, Siobhan. Great job, as always.
Thank you very much. And thank you for indulging me on the little play theater we had to do.
Absolutely, yeah. I had no idea I was going to be reading today, and lucky for you, I am a good cold reader. All right. Next, adapted screenplay. And I believe you're coming up.
Coming up here.
Is you.
Yep. So the way we do this, we don't go back to the hockey puck, but we do honor the hockey puck by flipping. And so I'm just going to go first here on adapted screenplay.
All right.
Shout outs to... Okay, I'm going to come from behind the curtain. I have not looked at this list for... We were supposed to record this episode weeks ago, and I don't remember why. For some reason, things got mixed up, and we had to record stuff in different orders. I see here in my honorable mentions, I have 28 years later. If I had gone back through this at a more appropriate time, I'm already going to do hey, this should have been in this category thing.
Well, you can still do that. You haven't said anything yet. You could change things now.
But I have writings for the other one, so it's easier.
Okay, all right.
So look, I just 28 years later, I think should be number 3 on this list at least.
Okay. All right.
So, but I'm not going to be eloquent explaining why. I just, again, I don't know, but I have to bring her back. Like, I connected to its themes of, how, it's a very complex script by Alex Garland, right? They didn't co-write it or anything.
Correct.
I would say, I know what's in year 5. I'm gonna guess. I like it is just such an unbelievably complex screenplay. Like it takes unexpected left turns at all times, and I think makes beautiful things with them. The character of Dr. Kelson is just so well done. Like, what an oddball, but like you need that beauty in this world, and like finding somebody who has found like the ultimate peace with death and lives among death. Like that, you know what? And they aren't like, they're not like a crazy person that has to. That in all these other movies, there are characters like this, but they're like insane, and they want to kill you to add to God of Death or whatever. Like that's not him. He's just solid, normal guy who's made peace with all this, and what it's like, what it says about society. It's such a stupid thing to say. But how we've just exiled Britain and left them to die. The rest of the world just did that. God damn it, it's a brilliant script. It really is. I wish I had time to like write. I'm way better written than I am off the cuff, as you can tell. Mm-hmm. But I wanted to say 28 years later, it'd be number 3, possibly number 2 on this list. Mm-hmm. Number 5, okay, so you know what, yeah, fuck it. Number 6, Wake Up Dead Man, a screenplay by Rijo, based on original characters created by Rijon. They're just fun stuff to play with, it's a board game that takes like 3 years to set up and 2 hours to play. It's really fun. You sit there and you have the board laid out in front of you with all the players and experience a fun little story. It's perfect, lovely popcorn. It's great. I like what he's doing. I want it to keep going. Do I think it's profound in any way? No, but like it's just exactly what it needs to be. Number 4, Steve, screenplay by Max Porter, adapted from his novella Shy. Which that name Shy is actually the name of like the main kid in the movie, and they changed it. They changed the name of the thing to the name of the teacher, Steve, which is just a weird change. Anyway, it's so fast and frenetic, and like the melodrama just feels. It's heightened and stuff, but it feels very real. Like it's a very human movie. It's very empathetic. This should probably be mounted for the stage, and I think it would be amazing. But a worse screen film form too. I'm just having that random thought now. But yeah, Steve, great stuff. Number 3, Frankenstein, screenplay by Guillermo del Toro, based on the novel Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. Just so grand and sweeping and lovely, and so romantic. Guillermo, he gets it on all levels. He really gets it.
Yeah.
I doubted him for a while, but this film brought me back. His writing can be so again, romantic and beautiful. Among the disgusting horrors such as that beast. Oh, how I loathe him. Frankenstein. And then he tried, and look, Guillermo, he tried to get me to like him. But look, I'm not going to fall for that. He's a monster. Okay?
Yeah. As much as I want to have sex with him, no, he's a monster.
He's a monster. Exactly. He tempts me, this beast. Number 2, Train Dreams, screenplay by Clint Bentley and Greg Quaidar, based on the novella Train Dreams by Dennis Johnson. That simple running narration is just so beautifully composed. It feels like long-form poetry that's like being read to you as gorgeous, sometimes devastating, or pathetic, or just real human life play out in front of you. It's very the emotions are very authentic, and like romantic is the key word. I think it's very there's no more romantic writing I've heard in a very long time. It's gorgeous. It's very, very, very complex, connecting emotions to nature, and I love it. Train Dreams. Number 1, Little Amelie, or The Character of Rain, written by Liane Chauhan, Audie Pye, Melis Valad, and Edine Noel, based on the book The Character of Rain, or the Metaphysiques des Tubes by Amélie Nothomb. So Amélie is a baby that we follow from birth to the age of 3, who already experiences existential depression and ennui, but she's yet to experience life. It provides complexity to what a baby must feel but can't communicate. Each new experience that Amélie has is confusing, and they shape her, good or bad. It's just so fascinating to think, like, what does a being that has never encountered fish think the first time that they see them? How about rain or light, touch, more abstract concepts, anger, pain? How could a being this young possibly process loss? Will they even remember any of these things? Is it do they remain somewhere deep inside after she's grown? These are the questions asked by the movie, and the answers, they may surprise you. Now, I forgot to mention, but Little Amélie, it's an animated French film. We talked about it on our animated episode.
Yes,
Marcelo hasn't seen it. I have.
Nope.
And I loved it. And I think
Yeah.
where did I put it on my list, that episode?
Maybe number 1, maybe? I don't remember either.
One? If it wasn't number 1, it probably should be pushed up to number 1, because it's the one that I've thought about the most.
It's definitely up there.
I think I had it at 4.
Yeah.
I watched a lot of damn movies for that episode. But having time to reflect, Little Amelie's the one that stuck with me the most, I would say.
Proud of you, Siobhan. Incredible.
Incredible. Animated movie. What the hell?
Animated movie at number 1?
Could you expect that?
Get out of here.
Jesus.
Get out of here. All right. Now, my turn. Here we go.
Excited.
The best animated. The best adapted. Some would say adapted. Some would say adapted screenplays of the year 2025. My favorites. All right, some honorable mentions. I have 2. Train Dreams. Have to shout out Train Dreams. Incredible, especially that ending. That has stuck with me. Wonderful. Hey, if I were to read a book, I'd pick up this book. Seems like my kind of book. Nope, not a number. This is an honorable mention. My last one before my top 5. The Naked Gun, 2025, based on pre-existing material. A movie that gets it, that takes what came before, honors it, acknowledges it, and makes something new with it. Apparently, there's not going to be a sequel. The producers of this, I forget who exactly said it, but they said because Paramount is going through what Paramount's going through right now, discussions have halted on a sequel to this, which is a shame.
Lame.
Oh well. But I'm glad they made this. I'm glad it's just so damn good. It fits into the world of The Naked Gun. Crazy to even say that, because in lesser hands this would just been like a very bad, like, straight to streaming movie. But nope, this is an actual real movie with real laughs. That's just as good as the old Naked Gun movies. Now, my top 5 best adapted screenplays. Number 5, The Chronology of Water. Kristen Stewart's feature film debut, in which she adapted the book Chronology of Water for this movie, based on the book by the lead character Lydia Yankonovich, played by Imogen Poots. I've talked about this movie before, how I would have added this to my best editing list if I had seen it earlier. And I think during that episode, when I talked about adding it to my editing list, I mentioned like the voice of the lead character, whose life you see unfold in this movie. Her voice feels like fully in this movie. It feels like, yes, I'm reading her poems or reading her book. A lot of it is read to you in the movie through voiceover narration, and her character reading, from her book. Hard to sit through, hard to listen to at times, but I think that's the point. And that voice of this author feels fully in here. So amazing work by Kristen Stewart. So eager to see what she writes and adapts and directs next. If she does an adaptation of something else, maybe she does something original. I don't know. She has the chops, folks. Stewart is talented. So that's number 5. Number 4. Wake Up, Dead Man. Based on pre-existing material, written by Ryan Johnson. My favorite of the Netflix Knives Out movies. This feels like it did what Glass Onion was trying to do, but this did it better. In my opinion, I think Ryan Johnson does the current day jabs, jokes, jabs at political humor, all this, like present references, present day references. I think he does that well. Definitely better here than in Glass Onion, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
I agree.
Because here, it doesn't feel like it's fully like part of the film like Glass Onion was. Like Glass Onion was trying to prove a point in its overall like thesis and how shitty one real life person in society is. Meanwhile, this Wake Up Dead Man is trying to take on, religion and belief, and not so much going after, although he has characters in this movie that, talk about what's happening today politically, but that's not what the main big story is about. And led by Daniel Craig, Josh O'Connor, like those two characters, those two performances, my God. And then Glenn Close, he had that performance and character in this, and the twists and the turns and the fun and the laughs and the heartbreak. Oh, so good. Again, if Ryan Johnson got more money from Netflix to do more of these at this level, I'm all for it. Because this definitely made me love what he's doing with this series more so than Glass Onion, which I do like, but I had my issues with. So that's Wake Up Dead Man. Now, for my number 3. I'm going to make sure I look this up because I want to get the screenwriters of this right. Now, my number 3, highest to lowest screenplay by Alan Fox, based on both the book King's Ransom and High and Low by Akira Kurosawa. Yeah, this is a movie I love by Spike Lee. Surprise, surprise. Based on a classic film that really isn't based on the classic film. It takes the bones of High and Low and rebuilds them with this. Denzel Washington plays a producer, an old-timer producer who is in risk of losing his company. And in the midst of all this, his son gets kidnapped, or so he believes. But then there's a switch. Like his friend's son gets kidnapped, and now he has to decide whether to save that kid with his own money, and thus the plot ensues. Wonderful twists and turns, very Spike Lee, which I love. I appreciate. I know this movie's a little divisive. I've heard people say this is horrible, this is bad, whatever. I just went with it. Directorially and the cinematography and the music, that all felt very Spike Lee, which I'm like, yes, Spike Lee, keep making Spike Lee movies. Keep making Spike Lee movies with Denzel Washington. I think the script is sharp enough, especially for, I think, like a movie that maybe some would have thought, absolutely no. Why make a remake of High and Low? And I think Spike Lee just proved everybody wrong. It's like, here's how I do it with possibly the best actor working today. My best friend Denzel Washington, like reciting lines like he's on stage reciting Shakespeare. So love it. And also I love looking at it through the glass of like Spike Lee as an older figure in Hollywood dealing with the new system and AI, like that gets called out in the script. Seeing Denzel in this movie as his like proxy, it's like, yes, like this is how as old timers we deal with the new. So yeah, anyway, highest to lowest. My number 3 favorite. Number 2, adapted. One battle after another. Now, am I ever going to read a Thomas Pynchot novel? Maybe. Am I going to pick up Vineland and expect one battle after another to be a close adaptation of Vineland? No. And even Paul Thomas Anderson says no. But I don't know. The script itself, I love, more so than the adaptation of it. I've read that, yes, some fragments of the original book is in the script, but overall it feels very Paul Thomas Anderson in a good way. And I was riveted, and I love the characters. Like, this is a favorite script of mine now. Will he win the Oscar for this? Probably. And I would say he deserves it. And will this be kind of a career Oscar for him? Has he made better movies, I guess is the question. I say yes, but I think this script is definitely worthy of those awards that he's going to pick up. So that's my number 2, one battle after another. And of course, no surprise, my number 1. Siobhan, what do you think this is?
I think it's the film that I wish I had written about. And have a better thing to describe it. You've been very good at describing your picks so far. I want to hear what you say.
Yeah, 28 years later.
Shame me, Marcelo, with 28 days
Alex Garland.
Years later.
And I don't know if you know this, Siobhan, but I do this off the cuff. I don't write anything down. Maybe I should.
You really?
I don't write anything down.
God, you're good. You're good. Wow.
I'm okay. I think I could do better with things written in front of me, but I'll say this about 28 years later. Like you were saying, Siobhan, and you did speak eloquently about this movie. You did. I did not expect the movie I saw. Right, I actually don't know what I expected. I expected like a direct follow up to 28 Days Later, more along those lines. But this story veered in a way I loved. It talks about the relationship between a son and a mother, and grief and loss amidst like death amidst among like a bone full of temples. No, wait, no, a temple full of bones. See, this is why I should write stuff down, Siobhan.
In a way, are our bones not temples?
Yeah, exactly.
Hey.
And this is what the movie's trying to say. No, look, I did not expect this to be a movie about a kid trying to survive the apocalypse, both surviving against a zombie horde and also dealing with the impending death of his cancer-ridden mother. So it's a beautiful story by the end, one that truly touched me. And then at the very end, I was really excited to see where it would go next. And then I've talked about the Bone Temple before. That goes in a completely different direction, one that I was not expecting. So, but in a good way. So I'm eager to see the third chapter in this, and hoping that we get to see like the end of the arc of Spike's character, the kid here, the star of 28 years later. Yeah, but it says so much about it. It's what it has in it. What I love about zombie movies, it talks about, yes, society as a whole, how the civilization here that we see at the start of 28 years later has sealed itself off, for good and for bad, making a society built on violence, and how Spike, the kid here at the center, does not accept that, refuses to accept that, and wants to find life and love amongst the death and the violence. So, Alex Garland, you crazy son of a bitch, you did it. Would not have said this. Would not have imagined saying this, a year or two ago. But yes, Alex Garland made my favorite script of the year, adapted. And that's my list. Siobhan, we've done it.
Thank you, Marcel. Thank you for for saying some nice things about 20 years later that I could not say in my my brain foggled state.
You have long COVID.
I probably do. So
we all do.
Yeah, Alex Garland. He made a amazing script. He will only do it for Danny. He will not do it for himself. But he'll make a great script for Danny.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. And I think that's all screenplay talk we have on this episode. We can just move on. We have a game to do. And
Marcelo.
Yeah, I'm here.
That's not entirely true, unfortunately.
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
Yeah, we actually have a Discord, talkfilmsociety.com/Discord.
No, we don't.
Yep, talkfilmsociety.com/Discord. Very excited. We just picked up a new member.
Whoa.
Probably because of these plugs. I know that. Yeah. talkfilmsociety.com/Discord. There is a channel in there, Talk Awards channel, where I ask everybody the prompt of the week. I asked them on January 19th to please give me your picks for adapted and original screenplay, and the people came through, Marcelo.
Nice.
The people.
The peoples came through. Zephyr.
Fly away on my Zephyr. Adapted. OBAA, I believe she means one battle after another. And Dogman. Original. Elio. Wake Up Dead Man. I believe she means Wake Up Dead Man and Eyes Out Mystery. Sinners. Okay, friend of the site, Sam Shaw first. Friend of the site. No collusion here this week. Everything's good. Sam's good. Adapted. Frankenstein. 28YL. I believe he means 28 years later.
Yeah.
Wake Up Dead Man, even though it should be original Oscars dumb for this.
Interesting.
I believe the actual title is Wake Up Dead Man, and Eyes Out Mystery.
Yeah.
The Long Walk.
Oh, that's good.
And I'll give some love to highest to lowest, he says.
Okay. Fair.
There's some love.
Love the love.
I think reusing characters, even if it's one single character, he's not right. You could call him the lead of the movie. I wouldn't, but you could. I agree that it should be adapted. I'm actually with that.
Which one?
The he's complaining that Wake Up Dead Man he thinks should be original.
I see. Yeah,
I think it should be adapted.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, you have to have some prior knowledge, or I don't know. It's tough because it's
part of a series, it's not,
it's standalone. It can be standalone.
It is both things, but that's like an episode of Columbo is standalone.
Yeah, exactly. And you wouldn't call every episode of Columbo an original screenplay.
Would you? I don't think so.
No, I said you wouldn't.
You might.
No.
Okay,
you shouldn't.
I wouldn't.
You can't.
Friend of the site, Sam Shaw first friend picks for original screenplay: Sinners, Weapons, Freaky Tales, Relay, Black Bag.
Nice.
That's a list.
That's a list. I like that list.
I've not seen Freaky Tales. I really want to see Relay. I think it's on Netflix. Am I watching? Freaky Tales, Marcelo, Freaky Tales, Black Bag, Freaky Tales, Black Bag.
I love Black Bag. Black Bag was on my long list. Freaky Tales, I've been wanting to see for months now, and I might see it because it's on HBO, but I've heard good things.
Jay McMillan, former guest on the show, adapted screenplay Frankenstein. OBAA, I believe he means one battle after another. No other choice. Mickey 17. Train Dreams. All right. No other choice. Mickey 17. Interesting stuff. Original. Sinners. It was just an accident. Blue Moon. Testament of Anne Lee. I believe he means The Testament of Anne Lee. And Ephus.
Ephus is good.
Interesting list.
Yeah.
Interesting list.
From an interesting player.
Not that it's Tom Mariano, Thomas Mariani, Cinema to the Letter. You can find his
Sauce
podcast,
Man.
Cinema to the Letter, The Sauce Man. Adapted. Train Dreams. 28 years later.
Yeah.
One battle after another. Another choice. The Life of Chuck. Original. Sinners. Marty Supreme. Weapons.
Okay.
The Secret Agent. And Sorry Baby.
Secret Agent is good. That should have been on my long list. Honorable mentions.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good stuff.
A thing that should have been on Thomas's list was a comma in Sorry Baby.
Jeez. Thomas, get it together.
Fucked up, dude.
Come on.
Hollywood and Noah Cassidy. Adapted. Park Chan-wook, Lee Kyung-mi, Lee Jia-hyai, and Don McKellar. No other choice. Paul Thomas Anderson, One Battle After Another. Louise Weird, Castration Movie Anthology 2, The Best of Both Worlds. Will Tracy, Begonia. Alex Gardland, 28 years later.
Nice.
Original screenplay, David Cronenberg, The Shrouds.
Nice.
Jafar Panahi, It Was Just an Accident. Michael Basta, Nate Fisher, and Carson Lund, Ephus. Josh Safdie and Ronald Bronstein, Marty Supreme.
Nice.
Ryan Coogler, Sinners.
Good. Good.
The shout out to Castration movie is really cool.
Yeah. I've got gotta see that movie, but I gotta carve out 3 hours for it.
3? No, you don't. You gotta carve out like 19.
Oh no! Oh yeah, I guess I gotta watch 2 parts of that. So that's at least
you
8
gotta
hours.
Watch 1 and 2. The first one's 4, and the second one's the first one's first one's 4, and the second one's 6. Is that it?
I don't
like that.
I don't think that's that long. I'm gonna look this up.
It might be 3 and 5. It's long.
Let's see. Do you have anything else?
Yeah, I just want to say Noah Cassidy is the person who is right above you in the aforementioned Vulture Movie League list. He's at number 2.
Okay.
And we're going to hear from our number 1 to end us off here. Joey Hamilton, the king, adapted. No other choice. One battle after another. Superman. Begonia. 28 years later. Superman, I had that on my honorable mentions, but I got distracted by 28 years later. But yeah, Superman's good stuff. Original, Sinners, Weapons, The Phoenician Scheme, K-Pop Demon Hunters, EFUS. Best adapted screenplay that should count as original, if not for sequel rules. Wake Up Dead Man. Come on, dude.
Come on.
This category is really making me aware of what cool movies I still want to see. I almost put Blue Moon sight unseen because I know I'm going to like it a lot. I was in a call with him. And he said he was going to put Blue Moon on his list, but he hadn't seen it yet. Like, what? Why are you doing that? Mm-hmm. And I think he got self-conscious about it and changed it. I was not bullying him on the phone.
That's an honest question though. Why put something on your list if you haven't seen it?
I don't know. He just thinks it's for him. He sees it. Mm-hmm. He eyeballs it. He's like, that's for me.
You know what? Don't blame him. See Blue Moon.
See Blue Moon, eat Blue Moon. I'm on a see Blue Moon diet.
By that I mean I see Blue Moon, I eat it. All right. That's it.
That's it. Yep, that's
okay. All right.
That's everybody on the Discord. Thank you everybody for chiming in. We want even more of you to join the hive. TalkFilmSociety.com/Discord.
Absolutely. Thank you all for participating. And now for the final segment of the show, the prognostication game. That's where I quiz Siobhan. This week, 2 categories: best adapted screenplay, best original screenplay. I have pulled up IndieWire.com, their predictions for those 2 categories. They've ranked the nominees from most likely to win to least likely to win according to them. So let's look at each category. Let's start with, let's see. Oh, and by the way, Kashurshin movie, in total about 9.5 hours in total. It's like 4.5 for the first one and 5 for the second one. So yeah, pretty long. Best writing original screenplay. Let's start there, Siobhan. Okay. You're going to rank the nominees according to IndieWire's predictions from most likely to win to least likely to win. Here are the nominees: Blue Moon, It Was Just an Accident, Marty Supreme, Sentimental Value, and Sinners. Siobhan, take a stab at it. How would you rank these? And again, you're trying to guess IndieWire's ranking.
This is original
screenplay.
Original screenplay. Mm-hmm. Sinners, Marty Supreme, Sentimental Value. It Was Just an Accident. Blue. All right, number 5.
Yeah.
Original screenplay. It's tough, actually. This is tough. Mm-hmm. These are the original screenplay nominees?
Yeah.
Huh. Number 5, Blue Moon.
Okay.
Number 4, It Was Just an Accident. Number 3, Marty Supreme. Number 2, Sinners, and number 1, Sentimental Value.
All right, let's see how you did. All right, number 5. You said Blue Moon? You're correct. They said Blue Moon, number 5. Number 4, you said It Was Just an Accident. You're incorrect. They put Marty Supreme at number 4.
Bah.
That means you said Marty at number 3. They put It Was Just an Accident at number 3. You said Sinners at 2. You're incorrect. They put Sentimental Value at 2. And that means you put Sentimental Value at 1. They have Sinners at number 1. So you get 1 out of 4. Sorry, 1 out of 5, Siobhan. 4 incorrect. You got Blue Moon, number 5. So they have Sinners up top. So that's original. And we'll talk about our picks for who's going to win the Oscar in a bit. But let's go to adapted. Here are your nominees for Best Adapted Screenplay: Begonia, Frankenstein, Hamnet, One Battle After Another, and Train Dreams. Siobhan, rank these movies.
I can only pray that Begonia is number... Man, but I'm gonna go against my instincts. I think Frankenstein will be number 5.
Okay.
4, I think, will be Begonia.
Okay.
Train Dreams at number 3.
Okay.
And then Hamnet, excuse me.
How dare you?
Almost, that's an accident. Hamnet at number 2, and number 1, Battle After Another.
Okay. I should say these predictions are up to date as of January 23rd. So right after the Oscar nominations. Here's what IndieWire says. Number 5. You say Frankenstein. They also say Frankenstein. You got that correct. Number 4. Begonia. They say Begonia at 4. You say Train Dreams at 3. They say, hey, you know what? Train Dreams at 3. Okay, so you have 2 more. You said Hamnet at 2 and One Battle at 1. They say, indeed, Hamnet at 2, One Battle at 1. Siobhan, you got 5 out of 5.
That's all it takes, folks. Some days you get them all right. Some days you're pretty bad.
Yeah. But yeah, hey, you cleared it and adapted. And now, Siobhan, our picks. Who do we think is going to win the Oscar in these 2 categories?
Frankenstein sweep takes both of them.
Somehow they go, oh, original screenplay. They open up the envelope, Frankenstein.
I am going to take... Okay, adapted screenplay. I am going to take Paul Tommy. At this point, I do think his long-awaited, finally this man gets an Oscar. He gets up there, does a nice speech, and then like an hour later, they give him a second Oscar. And then potentially 5 minutes later, they give him a third Oscar.
Yeah.
Like I do think that could be in the cards, just like it was for Sean Baker, but for somebody that is even more beloved. So yeah, I'm doing One Battle, and then that's my adapted, Marcelo.
Okay. Oh, you want me to go? I'm gonna pick my adapted. One Battle After Another. I think that's gonna be PTA's first win of the night, and I don't know. I think that's maybe his only guaranteed Oscar as of right now.
Yeah.
Because director, I could see maybe going to Coogler.
I could too.
And they could. And then best picture, I don't know. It's a toss-up, like we said at the beginning of the episode, between 3 movies. So I think the only guaranteed one right now for him is adapted screenplay. So that's my pick. Now for original.
I agree. This one's a little tougher for me.
You know, if you need more time to think, I'll just say I think this is Sinners. I think this is Coogler. You know what? Just copy paste what I said about Paul Thomas Anderson here for Coogler. I think for Coogler, this is the only guaranteed Oscar right now.
Right.
And if he wins this, amazing. You know, I would want him to win, maybe director and maybe picture, but I think just like PTA, he's walking in the Kodak Theater with one guaranteed win. I think it's this original screenplay Oscar. So that's my pick, Sinners.
I'm gonna go ahead and go hop on your back there, Marcel. I'll say Sinners as well.
Okay, all right.
But I'm heavily thinking sentimental value.
Oh, okay, so that's your secret second. Pick.
My secrets, my famous secret second is.
So if you want to bet the car on Sinners, do that. But if you want to bet the house on sentimental value, do that.
Which one's more important to you? put that one on Sinners.
Yeah. All right. So those are our picks, folks. Go to your gambling apps, pick those picks. You're gonna win big. Come Oscar Sunday. And that's the show. We did it, Siobhan. Another episode on the books. Oh boy. And now next week we have another category. I'm not gonna look that up. It's a big one.
Who knows?
Who knows at this point?
Actually, I think it's the tunes. We're gonna do some tuning out next time, maybe.
Oh, the scores. Yeah, maybe the scores. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, plug, Siobhan. Anything you want to plug?
I mentioned him earlier. Not the Who's Tommy. Thomas Marinara. Thomas. Jesus, my brain is so fried this morning. I can't do mornings, Marcelo. This is a bad idea.
We got to keep doing them. This is gonna be the quality of the episode every time from now on.
Terrible. I'm so bad. Also, I had a very fraught morning. It was probably a bad idea to do this at all. Anyway, Thomas Mariani. You can go to his Patreon, cinema 2 letter, patreon.com/cinema2letter. I just had a nice, probably 90-minute chat with him, full of spoilers on the new Silent Hill film, Return to Silent Hill. And I was also on his Adult Swim show, if Moral Oral or Michael Ian Black mean anything to you, you could go there, listen to that with his co-host, Tori DePina. And then I was also on a show, a one-off thing he did, where we watched the trilogy, the Man with No Name trilogy, and talked about those. So I'm all over that fucking Patreon. You should be paying me, basically. Absolutely. Is what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah.
And then talkfilmsociety.com/discord if you want to talk to me, if you want to pay me. That's a good place to find me if you want to pay me.
Yeah.
So,
what's your Venmo?
It's you can follow me on Blue Sky and Twitter at Junkblader, JUNKBLADER. Yeah, Junkblader, and you can also Venmo that name if you want.
Yeah,
Basic.
Please do that, folks. Is that it? Are those your plugs?
I guess, dude.
You okay? I think we're both struggling. Maybe you're right. We can't do mornings. We can't. TalkFilmSociety.com, TalkFilmSociety.com/awards, TalkFilmSociety.com/TFSAwards, and also, hey, there's a short film coming out, hopefully in the next maybe year, that will need some attention soon. It's called That You Are Here. Follow the production of that on social media. That You Are Here film. Look for it, folks. And more details on that maybe later, maybe sooner than later. And that's all I'll say. That's it, Siobhan. We did it. Congrats. Another episode. Done.
Done.
Right. Let's get out of here. And now for what we say at the end of all these episodes. Hey.
BAFTAs? I hardly know yous.
WGAs? I hardly
know ways.
All right.
Oscars. I hardly know hers. I never said that, bye.